So we're going on our day tour to Horseshoe Bend and Antelope Canyon now. It is, we woke up at 3:30 a.m. and we're about to head down to Excalibur Hotel, luckily, which is just across the road, to meet with the tour group before 5 a.m. departure. I'm very tired, so I'll sleep a lot on the bus.
The Horseshoe Bend and Antelope Canyon were one of our must-do bucket list items in America. When it came to planning the trip, we had the option to drive a rental car there or take a day tour from Las Vegas. We had already decided we were going to drive a rental car to Hoover Dam, Grand Canyon South Rim, Sedona, and Phoenix. So we decided to take the bus tour and take a break from driving. We also even met 2 other New Zealanders on the bus. What are the odds? We highly recommend booking with National Park Express for $225 USD.
We arrived at the pickup location at 4:35 a.m. for a 5 a.m. departure. The first half of the drive was a blur as we were asleep. When we woke up, the tour guide was sharing all the amazing history of the land as well as some funny stories. At about 8:30 a.m. we stopped for a toilet break at the local grocery store and made our way to our first stop, Horseshoe Bend. We arrived at 10:30 a.m. and walked about 20 minutes from the car park to the viewpoint of the iconic Horseshoe Bend. We took some amazing photos and spent a bit of time just taking in a beautiful view of the majestic river and cliffs.
At about 12 p.m. we arrived back at the bus and had sandwiches for lunch, which was included as part of the tour. At 12:30 p.m. we started waiting for our Antelope Canyon tour. At 1:15, the tour guide drove us about 20 minutes to the canyon on these buggies along this bumpy dirt road, which made for a really fun ride. We were quite lucky with the weather that day as it had just rained, but not enough to flood the canyon.
We started our Antelope Canyon tour around 1:45 p.m. and it was truly breathtaking to see the canyon from the ground, just like in the movies. It is darker than you would expect in there though, so instead of the canyon looking like this, it looked something more like this. The tour was also a bit rushed, with not much time to take photos as they had to keep us moving along. But that doesn't take away from the beautiful patterns in the canyon, which our Navajo native tour guide said is formed by the gradual dripping of the rain along the canyon walls.
At 2:30 p.m. we exited the canyon and drove back to the car park to be picked up by the bus at 3. We then slept our way back to Las Vegas after a busy day and arrived back around 8 p.m.
At 8:30 p.m. we finished off our day with a big dinner at Peppermill. We ordered a big hot chocolate, buffalo chicken wings, and the biggest ribs we've ever seen.
Stay tuned as we release more things to do and eat in Las Vegas and Arizona. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.